A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper place, allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's got the first down at the 42. Defense out. Drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And to give this time to the tailback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oh, that's a nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot foot it for a first down.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 85 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll give it here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this is caught off the deflection.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play. But again, I give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it. Made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip. But used his size. I mean, tight ends going up and getting it, sometimes they can knock people out of the way and finish the play.
Hurts. Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff looking right. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
74 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught right side by Mims. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
On first down, Hurts.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
Jets 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to reach when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 12.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Throwing is Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 86 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Able to connect with Mims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they take a knee. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
2nd and 11 now.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than